All right, so we're going to talk a little bit more about comparison shopping. I hope you've enjoyed all of the activities and the videos on the playlist so far. I think this is an exciting topic, so we're going to look at it a little bit more in depth. This is just a short video that should give you some more ideas of comparison shopping in your everyday life. I know you did the activity about the sweatshirts already, but this video should exemplify just how frequently you use comparison shopping.
On Tuesday, August 11th, the Oregonian Oregon Live went shopping for school supplies. We visited 4 area stores to find out who had the best deals on 7 common back-to-school items. And these prices don't include coupons or bulk discounts. For one subject college-ruled 5-star notebook, Fred Meyer, Walmart, and Target all had similar prices of around $2. For the same notebook, Office Depot charged $5.49, more than double the price of the others. For a set of 10 Crayola washable markers, again, Fred Meyer, Walmart, and Target all had similar prices of around $2. But Office Depot sold the same set for $5.99, about 3 times more than the other store.
So this video goes on to show you other examples of school supplies. They built out a whole school supplies list, and you can see the different prices at different stores. So the purpose of this video is to show you that if you just walk into a store, an Office Depot, which doesn't exist anymore, but a Staples or any store like that, and you just buy everything on your list, if you don't comparison shop, at the end of the day, when you add up all of your school supplies, you could be spending a lot more money than you need to, versus if you had used some of the comparison shopping strategies that we're going to talk about and gone to the store to get the best prices, gone to multiple stores where you would get the best deals. At the end of the day, it doesn't seem that $2 and $6 is a ton of money difference, but when you add up all of the items, it adds up to a lot.
On Tuesday,
So as you saw in the earlier videos and everything on your playlist, comparison shopping is the practice of comparing the price of products or services from different vendors before buying. So there are some comparison shopping strategies that I want to talk about, and actually the FTC is the one that puts these out. So the first one is think before you shop. You want to think about your goals before you shop. Do you want the top of the line product, a particular brand? Are there must-have features just like you saw in your sweatshirt activity? What about your budget? If you decide what's important to you up front, you're less likely to make an impulse purchase that could lead you to buyer's remorse. You also want to get to know the products in the category. Often, the key features of a basic product and the top of the line version of the same manufacturer are the same, and add-ons account for the differences in price. For example, you might have to pay extra for a toaster with a clock and a fancy chime, even if it turns bread into toast just like a less expensive model. Manufacturer sites often have the most information about product features. So a lot of people will use these when they buy big items like cars or electronics and things like that. It's always something that you want to consider. What are the extras that you're paying for? Are those needs? And as you learned in the lesson before this, needs versus wants, those are things you want to keep in mind. So if you're going to buy a big product or make a large purchase, you would want to make a list of your wants versus your needs. We may want a 72-inch TV, but it may not be necessary. We may want all of these fancy features on it, but it may not be necessary. The second one is use search engines. So if you think you found a good deal, but you aren't familiar with the product or the company selling it, dig a little deeper. Type the company or product name into your favorite search engine with terms like review, complaint, scam. If you find bad reviews, you'll have to decide if this offer is worth the risk. After all, it's only a good deal if you actually get a product that works. So you don't want to find a really good deal, and in the end, you were scammed on a product and it's not something that works in the long term. You want to have something that is worth your money. Third is check comparison shopping sites. These sites connect you to many retailers selling the same product, sometimes at a significantly different prices. Compare your total purchase price, including shipping, handling, and taxes, rather than just the selling price. Different sites also have different return policies. Check the policy and find out whether you'll be charged extra shipping or restocking fees for returns. Some sites let you sign up for alerts when the prices change. So there are tools like extensions that you can add onto your web browser that will help you comparison shop and will set alerts for you if something drops below a certain price that you've set as a threshold. And the other thing about comparison shopping sites, it doesn't necessarily have to be a product. You can think about it more as a service. So a common one would be a hotel site and things like that. If you think about hotels.com, Travelocity, I'm sure if you've never used them yourself, you've seen your parents use them or you've just seen the commercials for them. So if you type in a destination or a travel idea into one of those, it will give you tons of different prices from different websites and that you can use to get the best deal. Then we have consider coupons, one of my favorites. Some companies offer discounts to online shoppers via email. Other sites collect and list codes for free shipping and other discounts. Again, this is something that services have that you can add to your web browser, like Rakuten or Honey and things like that. I'm sure you've also seen commercials for those. Keep in mind that a coupon price isn't always the best deal. So this is something that can be a little bit deceiving. I'm sure you are all familiar or you've seen your parents use Bed Bath & Beyond coupons. Pretty much no one goes to Bed Bath & Beyond unless they have a 20% off coupon. Everybody gets them in the mail. You don't even have to be registered. They just go off of mailing lists and send them in the mail. You can sign up for them by email and things like that. The reason that Bed Bath & Beyond is using those 20% off coupons is they're adding a little bit to the normal price. So when you apply a 20% off coupon to many items at Bed Bath & Beyond, it's bringing it down to a normal price that you would find it somewhere else. So coupons can also be a little bit deceiving because you may not be getting the best deal just because you are using a coupon. And we're going to look into this and more in our next lesson, but this is something to keep in mind. Then we have read reviews and be skeptical. So when considering a review, think about the source of the information. Is it from an impartial expert organization, one consumer, many individual consumers, or a columnist? You can get a good idea about a product's performance from reading user reviews on retail or shopping comparison sites, but they may not represent the experience of all purchasers. The FTC has sued companies that posted fake positive reviews. Some negative reviews may also come from competitors. You can also look for websites that specialize in reviewing products. These sites don't sell products, but offer expert reviews and comparisons. So something like that would be, I'm sure you've heard of Consumer Reports. That's a legitimate source where they're just comparing and rating products. In terms of fake reviews, I'm sure that you've seen this on Amazon or through bloggers and things like that. But a lot of times people are paid to write reviews or receive free products. Or even nowadays, if you Google a doctor's name, a lot of doctor's offices, after you visit them for the first time, will tell you that you need to write a positive review, or you'll get something in return for writing a positive review. So those reviews are kind of fluffed up and they may not be exactly accurate. And then lastly, what if there's a problem? So we're going to do a lesson after we do coupons on receipts. And this is something you want to keep in mind as they go hand in hand. What is the return policy? Is there a warranty? Will the seller do something if there's a problem with a product? This is also of great value when you're purchasing something. So when you're comparing buying something from Amazon versus buying something from another site that's $5 cheaper for the same product, if you know because you have Amazon Prime that you can send this item back for free and you have 60 days to do so and a year then to send it back from the date that you clicked return, that may be of more value to you than $5. You may not know if you're going to use this product for 60 days, but if you chose to save $5 and buy it off the cheaper site, you won't have that opportunity. So this is some tips and about reading reviews from the FTC, also known as the Federal Trade Commission, which is the government agency in charge of consumer protection. So hopefully you learned a little bit more about comparison shopping and you can use some of these tips and tricks, especially when online shopping and looking at comparisons and reviews, and share them with your parents and your family members, and hopefully they will help them. Let me know if you have any questions.